Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by today. In this video I'm going to be making a coffee mug. Well, I have the coffee mug, it's a Cricut mug, but I'm going to be putting this image that you see on the screen on the coffee mug. Let me show you how I did this. It's different than if you were going to use infusible ink. I'm just going to leave this up here for a minute and I'll show you how I went through the process. I'm going to go over here to images and I'm going to type in coffee bean mug design. I'm going to choose this one. This one here, the background is brown, so the beans will be white. So I'm going to go for this one. Cricut provides a 12-ounce size and a 15-ounce size. I only have the 12-ounce mug, so we're going to go with that one. Now, because I'm using my Sawgrass printer, my Sublimation ink, and the print and cut technique, it's not going to be able to print the original design out. I have to get rid of this background. Now, in order to do that, let's go click on contour. And I'm going to get rid of these two. And then you have this. Oh, you just heard my driver go off. Go ahead here and unlock that and bring that to 9.25. That is the maximum for the print and cut. I'm going to leave the 3.79. That is the default for this mug design. Then I'm going to find, excuse me, I'm going to go get this image right here. And I'm just going to type in, but first, coffee. Ta-da. Lots of cute images. I'm just not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. I have a tendency of doing that. All right, let's bring this down to 3.5. Just like that. Now, if I were to, even if I just tried to flatten it, for some reason, my maker, or the Cricut Design Space system, is trying to cut out each one of these individually. So I figured out a way to do this. I went ahead and I created a white background and I just flattened it all together and it worked. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that square. I'm going to turn it white. Now I'm doing white because my printer will literally print out any other color. If I put brown or yellow or green, I want it white in the background. So let's unlock that and make it the same size, 9.25, excuse me, by 3.79. I'm going to send it to the back. We'll just bring these over here, get that out of the way so we can align this. And there you go. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. Now I do want the this image here to be on the front if you're a right-handed person. So it's going to have to go on the left side because when you get into the print part of this, you're going to flip it. All right, so let's go ahead. I want to look and see there's something is definitely, I got morning voice here. So I'm going to go ahead and look to see what this cross is here. And it's going to help me line everything up. That should be good. All right, let's go ahead and highlight that. And then we're going to come over here and flatten it. Excellent. I'm going to hide this because I'm going to show you what the next steps are, and I don't want these to be in the picture. Oh, let's go ahead and make that coaster. Images. And we're going to type in coffee bean coaster. All right, there we go. I'm going to change the colors on this. Watch like magic. First, I'm going to change this to white. Then I'm going to create a circle with that size. Now the default circle for the coasters are 3.5. And I'm going to change that to brown. I'm going to send that to the back. Put it all together, highlight it, align it, and come down and flatten it. All right, so we're going to just hide this one. You'll see here what I'm doing in a minute. I'm going to go to Make It. and I'm going to mirror this, and I'm also going to mirror this. Now, I don't think it would matter, but I just feel better about being overly cautious. I'm going to continue. Now, sending it to the printer, again, I have the Sawgrass SG500. The method that I found works is taking the ad bleed off, clicking on the Use System dialog, making sure that it is on the right printer, going into Preferences, and I found that the glossy paper choice works the best. I do have sublimation paper in my printer. Wasted a lot of paper trying to figure that out, but I'm okay with that. Gosh, oh, that was my printer. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was. I used copy paper, and I went ahead and printed it out, and we were good to go. Let's go make this. Okay, so when you're using the Cricut mug press and the Cricut heat press, they always recommend that you have an open window or plenty of ventilation. I happen to have my workspace in my garage. I do have a window open, but I have a fan on behind me, so you may hear that. All right, let's go ahead and do this mug. This is how it turned out. I kind of wanted to stop a minute and have a little giggle with y'all. The reason why I told you to put it on that side, but it was the opposite side before I mirrored it, is because it turned out like this. This is great for a person with a left hand. It's lefty, right? So, I actually have a son who's left-handed, so we'll do that. That's why we're going to put it this way. All right, so I'm going to fold this over. You know, you learn by my mistakes. I've said that in several of my videos. That's going to be the middle. Set that over for a second. Flip this around. And I'm going to put some heat-resistant tape on here. This is just Cricut heat-resistant tape in here. Then I'm tape my lint roller. Oops, my little mug things. I tried both alcohol and the lint roller. I don't see that the performance or the end product is any different. So I'm just using the lint roller. And line that up just like that. And try to line that fold up with this handle there. And I'm just going to tape down this one side and check to see if everything is lined up. As far as the edges, they look like they're pretty good. And I'm going to make sure that this is pulled really, really tight. And I'm seeing here already that one side is bigger than the other. So I thought I had put it down the middle, but apparently I didn't. It's always a good guideline, but you know, I'm not perfect. Okay, so before I tape that down, I'm going to go ahead and eyeball it a little bit. Turn that up so you can see it. And now I'm happier with that. All right, pull it tight and anchor it down. Now, I've also found what works really well is to put tape right around the edge here. I know it's a lot of tape, and this stuff isn't cheap, but it's a lot less expensive than messing up your mug every single time, because it's not tight enough to the ceramic. This is actually reusable if you take it off properly. Great, and we'll do the bottom. Find the edge. As you can see, I made sure that it's all the way to the edge there as well. All right, so I want to make sure that this is down tight, close to the ceramic as well. So I'm just going to cut off this little piece here. Looks like it's about that big. That'll hold it down. This is good. This is good. Let's put a little piece right there. And I'm not concerned about that one so much, but let's go ahead and put a little piece there. Oops. Scissor fail there. Let's get that out of the way. Let's turn on our mug press. It takes a few minutes for it to heat up if you're not familiar with it. Just going to go around and make sure it's tight and it's all sealed pretty well. And then I have my butcher paper. This is the butcher paper that comes with the infusible ink sheets. This is cut kind of wonky, but it's 10 inches wide. Doesn't matter that it's not cut perfectly straight. And I'll get a piece of heat resistant tape for that as well. And I'm just going to put it right there. That's about the middle where the handle is. Doesn't need to be even, just needs to cover up the ink part so it doesn't get into your mug press. So I'm just going to stop a minute while this is heating up and show you these adorable coasters. This is a Cricut Design Space image, or images. I am dying. I mean, these turned out so cute. Aren't they adorable? Great Christmas presents. I highly recommend it. And this is Sublimation ink as well. So I'm sure you could do infusible ink transfer sheets, but I have a hard time weeding that stuff. I end up getting really frustrated with it. This is also the sublimation paper that I'm using. There's a lot of them out there. I did try 3 separate ones. They all work great, but this is what I'm using for this project. Let me know if you have another recommendation for sublimation paper. That would be great for us to do that. I have this strong grip tape as well. I didn't feel it necessary for this project. I don't think I've used this yet. I think, well, yeah, I have, but I don't remember what I used it on. So I'm going to put that right there. It's still heating up a little bit. Making sure all this is down again. I saw that little piece sticking up. Yeah, it looks good. All right, should be just a couple more minutes. Yeah, I'm thinking that a lot of you crafters out there are starting your holiday projects, whether they be for Christmas presents or if you sell at boutiques. This one I'm actually going to be selling it at a local store. I have a friend that owns a crafting store, and he saw these and he was like, oh my gosh, you gotta sell these in my store. So some of these are going to go in his store. That'll be nice. Hopefully they'll sell. I think it's a good gift. I can't wait to do my holiday mugs though. I got some great ideas, and then there's great SVGs on Etsy, crafty.net. Oh my gosh. I love the images on that one. And what is the other one? Cricut's good. Silhouette has good images too. But that about covers it for where I go for inspiration for SVGs. All right, I think this is going to take a little bit longer, and I'm kind of out of things to say, so I'm going to pause the camera and be back. Okie doke. It's all heat up and ready to go. I'm just going to drop it down in. As I'm looking at it this way, I'm making sure that the paper that has the ink on it, the print on it, is going to be all smashed in there. So I'm going to push this down, and it will tell me when it's all done. It's going to have these little lines, what that's what you want to call it. It takes a little while, so I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to show you something. I had this idea. So this is the sublimation paper, and I don't like wasting things. So I'm going to cut this off and try to think of something I can use my infusible ink pens on, and I can use this to design things. Why not? Okay, let's do this and I'll be back. Alright, so I changed my mind. I decided to go ahead and heat press this in front of you. Now it's going to take a while. You notice I put my coasters on the left side so I can use that side again. So we're at 400 degrees at 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Now I went on to the Cricut heat press guide, and that's how it said to heat up the coasters. Sorry, my brain tends to do that. All right, so I'm actually going to turn this off, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the mug. Okay, so that part is done. Very carefully going to push that to the side. Let's touch the mug. Oh, it's cooled down a lot. Okay, let's take this off first. Like I said, you know, this can be reused if you take it off slowly and carefully, which I'm all about saving things. saving money. How's that? Okay, so take off this here. You know, I've seen videos where people say the longer you leave it on, the better it is. But I haven't found that to be a problem, to wait for it to completely cool down. This one here is cool to the touch, which is fine. So yeah, I'm so into the sublimation stuff. I'm going to be doing more videos on it as well. I have an idea that I want to try. Let's take this off. Oh, just coming off all at once. That's great. Oh, look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. Oh, adorable. Isn't that cute? Oh, why do I have this upside down? Check it out. It turned out perfect. Look at that. It's so professional looking. Very cool. All right, I'm going to give these coasters a little touch. I forgot to take this off. It helps it cool down faster. Nope, still too hot. All right, so we'll pause it again. Thank you for being patient, and I'll be back. Alrighty, so this is the final part of the video. It is cool to the touch. I really do need to buy myself some of those heat gloves. Look at that. It's so cute. Little coffee beans. Alright, let me get the other one off. Just want to take a minute to say thank you to my subscribers. And thank you if you're new to my channel for subscribing if you so desire. And that's it. That's your little coffee mug with your coaster. Isn't that just adorable? Oh my gosh. I get so excited. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Long video, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you learned and you were inspired. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Have a great day.